I was reading a book on small talk because I was preparing myself for an in-person quarterly training at my job. I'm not the best at approaching people and having just a conversation, but I want to improve in that, and that's why I'm reading the book. Now, I didn't finish the book in time before the quarterly training came around, but I read enough to know some things, you feel me? So we go to the training, and I'm sitting there looking around at the people thinking, who am I gonna practice on? Ooh, look at that girl. She looks good. She looks good. I'm about to practice on you. So I got my target. Now, when we disband from the meeting to get lunch, my heart's beating because I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go talk to her now. And she looks good, okay? She looks good. And I'm about to go approach her. Ooh, but I do it. I go up to her and I say her name because I've heard it before. I said, I'll say, you're Tiana, because I don't want to say her real name. I say, hey, you're Tiana, right? She's like, yeah. And I ask her about what got her into the work she's doing now, if she likes it. And before long, we're having a conversation. And I got her laughing, and I'm over here being all charismatic. And it's crazy because before, she was a complete stranger. But now, given the skills I learned in that small talk book, we're having a full-on conversation. But then it got interrupted because this guy wanted to speak to us. And I'm like, really, bro? Really, bro? You really gonna interrupt us? I just did all this hard work. I got in. And you gonna... But regardless, even though our conversation ended shortly because I got pulled away, I was beyond proud of myself. Because I used what I learned. I didn't just read the book of small talk and then not try anything. I tried it and I got results. Now, for a long time, I could not say that. I would watch self-improvement videos and read books and watch self-improvement videos and read books and watch and read. But the one thing I never did was take action because I was so obsessed with learning. And that obsession has not died. I still am. I just use that obsession strategically, and that's what I want to offer you. Because it's good to fill your mind with all those things. It's good to fill your mind with the books and self-improvement videos, because if you don't fill your mind with that stuff, you're probably gonna fill your mind with garbage. And that's no good. So I'm not here to say stop doing that, but I want to give you a way to strategically get the information, because while it's good to get that stuff, if you don't use what you learn, your life isn't gonna change. So by the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how to strategically use your obsession while also taking action on the things you've learned. And when you start doing that, your life will change, because now you're no longer a passive learner, you're an active learner, where you learn the concepts and then you take action, all right? Now, before we get into that, if you don't know who I am, my name is Faith, and my entire goal with this page is to help you reach your goals and change your life. Now, if you're ready to reach your goals, you're tired of letting your potential waste away, and you want something, you crave a change, then I want you to go down to my description, click the first link, and I will see you there. The things you put in your head determines how you see and act in the world. That's why I'm not here to tell you to stop feeding into your obsession of self-improvement videos and reading books. That's good, because if you didn't do that, you would put garbage in, and then your life wouldn't get any better. However, I am going to challenge you to use your obsession differently, just like I do now. Right now, it is 5:56 a.m. and I'm going to be recording videos until 7 a.m. Now, when 7 a.m. hits and the sun comes up, I'm going to go for a long walk. And on that walk, I'm either going to listen to an audiobook or have a physical book in my hands reading it. Now, when I finish with that walk, I'm going to go back home and have breakfast. And while I'm making breakfast and eating it, I'm going to be consuming self-improvement videos on any topic I want. I'm going to be just listening. Now, when I finish breakfast, I'm going to go right back in this room and do some more deep work for hours. I'm not going to have anything playing. I'm going to shut off the videos. I'm going to close the books and do some work. Now, when I finish working, which is going to be from 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., I'm going to be brain dead. And all I'm going to want to do is mindlessly consume something. And I will allow myself to do that. I will consume self-improvement videos or read a book. And this pattern is going to continue, where I'm going to do some hard work. And then when I'm not working, I will allow myself to feed into my obsession. See, when I'm on go mode, right now I'm on work mode. This is work mode where I'm taking action on the things I've learned. I'm taking action on what I've learned for YouTube. On leadership, on my public speaking, I'm taking action on everything I've learned in this moment. I'm on work mode. But when I'm on go mode, when I'm walking, when I'm driving, when I'm making breakfast and eating, I'm gonna be learning as much as I can and filling my head up with the thing I'm obsessed with, which is self-improvement. And you've gotta do the same thing too. Have two modes of living, go mode and work mode. And of course, rest mode, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're talking about, but you can rest. Either way, go mode is when you can't work. It's when you're moving. It's when you're taking a shower. It's when you're walking. It's when you're going to get groceries. It's when you're having breakfast. Is when you're eating. The go mode is when you literally can't sit down and do the work you want to do. When you're in that mode, yes, listen to as much improvement videos and read and listen to podcasts. Listen and feed into your obsession. But when you are in work mode, like I'm doing right now, don't feed into it. No, take action on what you learned. And continue this pattern of go mode, work mode, go mode, work mode, and then, rest mode, of course. But the thing I see with so many people is that, well, not even so many people, but people like you, people like us, is that we are so ingrained in the go mode, but we never take time for work mode. So I want you to, if you don't have work mode in your life, add it in. Add in a few hours where you literally log in and take action on what you learned. Like I did when I took action on the things I've learned from that small talk book. Me at that training was me in work mode. It wasn't me in go mode. It was me in work mode taking action on what I learned. But if I wasn't at work and I was going for a walk, I'd be on go mode reading small talk. Now you see what I'm getting at. So no, don't stop listening to self-improvement videos and don't leave behind your obsession. Yes, have those things, but use it strategically. Feed into your obsession on go mode, but when you're on work mode, work and take action on what you learned. Now I totally get why you watch so many self-improvement videos, and I don't blame you. That stuff is very nice to hear, and that information, it feels good to get it. But if you don't take action on what you learned, nothing's gonna change for you. And don't you want things to change? You can make that change happen. I promise you, you can. And you've already got the mindset to make it happen. All you're lacking now is the action. But after this video, you're gonna know exactly how to take that action. Now, with the right mindset and the right behaviors you're taking, the actions you're taking, your reality will change given enough time. Or you can be like the average person who is constantly filling their minds with garbage, and they're not taking action on anything, and so they're not getting anything good from life. The average person, all they do is listen to music promoting violence and drugs and sex and a hedonistic lifestyle. They're watching videos on TikTok or Instagram that's full of drama and negativity. They're watching shows on TV that literally traumatize them. And then, and they don't do anything. They don't work for what they want. They don't work for their goals. They just lay around. And so what do they get from life? Nothing you want. And you don't have to get that because you're already so far ahead with your mind. You leveled this up a crazy amount. Now let's start leveling up your action while also still leveling up your mindset. You can have the best of both worlds with this new frame of when you're on go mode, you consume. But when you're on work mode, you act. And that will make the biggest difference to your life, and it will change things for you. Now, if you got this far and you have not yet subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I make videos Monday through Friday. I post them all designed to make you your best and help you reach your goals. Ultimately though, if you want to reach your goals, there's only 3 things you gotta do. 1 is take action, and the action step you can take today is to define what type of work will you do. How you take action on things you've been learning. Like literally set up an hour first thing in the morning where you're going to work on what you've learned. Like I'm doing. I got about 4:30. It is right now 6:03 a.m. and I'm working. First hour upon waking up. Well, now it's 2 hours. Well, no, it's 90 minutes, but you get my point. If you can do that, first hour, it's just any hour throughout the day where you're working on what you learn, things will change for you. Number 2 is stay consistent. Continue showing up for at least 1 hour every single day to act on what you've learned, because that will compound as more time passes. And as more time passes, number 3 is you'll make your goals happen, which I'm gonna sound like I'm repeating myself, but you can't make your goals happen until enough time passes. And you can't fast forward through time, you can't skip through time, but you can influence how time changes you and your reality through the actions you take and how consistent you are in taking it. You've got this. I believe in you.